Readers use literary language when they're talking about what they read. Here are some examples of literary language. Protagonist means the main character. The narrator is the person who's telling the story. Remember, we've talked about first person and third person narration. The lead is the beginning of the story. Tone means the feeling of the story. Plot is the main action sequence in the story. Theme is the overall lesson, and the setting is where the story takes place. So today, while you read, you're going to reflect using literary language. Here are some examples using the book Indian No More. In this story, Regina, the protagonist, is trying to figure out how to fit in while also honoring her culture. The narrator is Regina, and this story is told in first person. I think the author chose this to really zoom in and focus on Regina's thoughts and feelings. Now watch this. I'm going to use two pieces of literary language in one thought. I've noticed that the lead of each chapter really sets the tone for the story. For example, at the beginning of Pilgrims and Indians, chapter 20, it says, "Sometimes Budlong Elementary felt like the boarding school that Cheech's mother had gone to long ago. No one seemed to respect our language, culture, or stories." And that's when I knew, oh man, something bad's about to happen. And that was the chapter where she felt really disrespected in their school play. The plot of this story, to me, feels like a roller coaster. Because every time Regina starts to fit in and feel good about her new life in Los Angeles, it dips back down. Like when she went to the Halloween festival at her school and had a great time. And then when she was trick-or-treating, she had terrible names yelled at her and eggs thrown at her. I think the theme, the overall lesson of this book is about fitting in and honoring your culture at the same time. And I've noticed that the setting of this story is typically just centers around Regina's neighborhood in Los Angeles. I think the author chose to keep the setting small to really focus on what her life is really like. So today, while you read, try to write reflections using literary language.